Hey everyone, Nate PTK here, back with another E-League team preview. And those days are really ticking down quickly. We're up to the Melbourne teams. You know, they're smashing it in the A-League this year. And I guess it's time to talk about the big guns in Melbourne City. A reminder, if you've missed any of these videos so far, we are looking for two starters. If you're a Melbourne City competitor, which two Melbourne City A-League players would start for your team and which two would be on the bench to replace them. A big thank you to Footwiz for allowing me to use their website for these videos. Let's have a look at the Melbourne City squad. Another gold, baby. Gold. Jamie McLaren. Sure, we know he used to have a team of the season in past FIFAs. If you never used that foot item, unlucky you. But he's gold. He's got the 81 pace, 75 shooting, and very importantly, underratedly, in fact, a 5-star weak foot. I don't know why I keep having this argument with so many people who saying he's 4-star. He's 5-star. Embrace it. Interestingly, Matthew Leckie is almost the exact same card in an attacking sense. If only that shooting was up there with J-Mac, we'd have double trouble up front. Nuno Reyes is an okay centre-back option. Andrew Naboot. I feel like that changed a few years over too. 76 pace is decent. Only a 2-star weak foot though for Andrew. I'm sure Scott Jamieson would be demanding better stats for his foot item. Aaron Gay, one of the A-League imports, solid option there. Metcalf unfortunately doesn't quite live up to his IRL potential just yet. O'Neill, who used to be at Central Coast for a little bit, now firmly at Melbourne City. Decent little card there. And I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it 1,000 more. I don't care about overall ratings, whether the card is bronze or whatnot. Have a look at Scotty Galloway. 64. Bronze foot item. 73 pace, baby. It's decent. It's decent. Now, originally, I did actually select Tilio as one of my foot items. Look at that. 86 pace. Yes, please. But eventually decided to leave him out. And I kind of even like that Rodriguez, you know, the lowest rated foot item, 49 overall, isn't the worst foot item you're going to see in the A-League either. 72 pace. I just love using these bronze foot items. Anyhow, substitute number 2 is former Arsenal and England international Carl Jenkinson, who's actually scored in the A-League this season, but obviously stationed at that right wing-back spot for City. I know none of those individual stats attributes are going to jump out at you, but just with the right chemistry style, you've got yourself a decent backup fullback. Not to mention high work rate, so he's getting up and down the pitch. Now again, one of those foot items that have actually now changed and is my first substitute is Matthew Leckie. Now this foot item for me, if you've seen me use my Australian A-League Foot Champs team, has not been good. I'll be straight up honest. For me, it just hasn't worked out. I'm sorry, Matthew. As I've already mentioned, like almost ideal stats apart from the shooting with J-Mac, a 4-star weak foot, which is very, very good. But just on the ball, this foot item for me, we've not got along. Regardless, I appreciate better competitors than I may well get a lot out of Leckie. Here's my substitute number 1. And then starter number 2, a foot item that has recently fought his way into my Foot Champ squad, Nathaniel Atkinson. And the controversy continues because Old Mate has gone over to Scotland to ply his trade there. And straight up, I don't know if you're allowed to use A-League players that are no longer at their club, like have left during the season, but have an active A-League foot item for FIFA 22. We're heading into the grey areas, but regardless, he's in my Foot Champs team, and as such, I want to talk about him. The defending is a bit lower than maybe a Ryan Grant or a Josh Risdon, but that pace and the way that he feels on the ball for me makes up for it. 90 jumping, 91 stam. What's his strength? 78 is solid, but again, I'm looking at those first two for a fullback that's really going to compete with some of these better foot items. Good agility, good balance. Look, we know Atco can play up front as well. It's just a fun foot item for me. And surprise, starter number 1 is indeed Jamie McLaren. We've already talked about the great Aussie lad. 5-star weak foot, yes please. Good acceleration, good sprint speed, good agility, balance. He's got that attacking presence up front where he gets into the right positions. Then he can finish with either foot as well. Honestly, one of those foot items that you truly expect to do damage during the E-League. There's still time for him to get an inform as well, EA. Just saying. All right, so surely not too many surprises there with my number 1 pick, but what about you? Which A-League foot items for Melbourne City do you think should be on the bench or maybe even deserve a starting spot? It's just my opinions, fam. We've all got our biases. You let me know, because tomorrow we're heading across town to have a look at Melbourne victory.